video, I'm going to have a look at a song from Feed Me Weird Things, Squarepusher, track called UFOs over Leytonstone. Wanted to make this video for a while because I read in the liner notes that Squarepusher did for the 25th anniversary edition that he mentioned this 303 line and he mentioned it was in Lydian sharp 2, which is a very interesting mode. So I was like, let's check it out. So let's have a listen to the beginning of the song here. So lovely expressive strings, pad, synth pad. So it's a kind of A flat power chord there, going down to a G power chord. That's what guitarists call just a root and a fifth. We call it a power chord, but yeah, it's just a root and a fifth. And it goes back again, and then the last one's G, C, D, and another G. So when you hear that, you don't really think of Lydian sharp 2 because it doesn't have the note that makes that, but more on that later. So let's hear it together. So and then you hear the first 303 note there, really low C, octave lower than that. Boom. So the C is the yeah, well, it doesn't even sound like a 303 as well. I probably heard it a million times, but didn't realize it was a 303 until, because the Squarepusher actually said in an interview that I was watching, he referenced a Carl Craig quote that said it's the gear that everyone overuses. Squarepusher said that he admitted he was guilty of that, but that he tried to make it sound different, and certainly he did in this one. So you get that first low C note, and a higher C note, and then you hear this line come in now. Something like that. It's very hard to get the timing because it's almost like, it feels a bit rubato. It's probably not though. But anyway, that gives us the notes then that make it clear what the mode is that he's thinking of. So with just those notes, A flat, E flat, G and D, and C, that's the only notes in those chords. So that could be just could be like G Phrygian, just simply in G Phrygian, or A flat Lydian, that would be. So what makes it Lydian sharp 2, which is a mode from C harmonic minor. Okay, so if it was just A flat Lydian, then it would be that would be Phrygian, would be from the key of E flat major. And the A flat being the 4th chord in E flat major. The relative minor of E flat major is C minor. And if you make the C minor C harmonic minor, then you have the slightly different set of modes. What's the difference between C natural minor and C harmonic minor? It's the raised 7th. So instead of a B flat, you get a B natural. That's C harmonic minor. C, D, E flat, F, G, A flat, B natural, C. Which makes it really interesting and dark. Gives a whole 7 more modes, including that one. So if you're playing A flat Lydian, but the second note is B natural instead of B flat, you get a very interesting sound. You get a Lydian chord, but it has a minor third as well as a major third. That means it's like got this really interesting chord. A major 7 with a sharp 9, you could call it, or sharp 2. 2 and 9 are the same. So we rarely ever hear that chord, but it's a beautiful chord. Normally we hear sharp 9 on a dominant chord, like that one. You know, the Jimi Hendrix chord. Foxy Lady and all that. But if you have a major 7, which is sweeter, but you still have the sharp 9, oh, it's very poignant, very hard to describe. So when the 303 line comes in, it's got this minor third first, and then the major third down low, B. And it's playing around with the major third, minor third thing. So that is how it's explained to be this Lydian sharp 2. I have to say I would not have, you know, it was only like hearing him mention that in the liner notes that made me try and figure it out and see where the Lydian sharp 2 was. And then once I unlocked it, yes, I could see. It took a minute though. And Squarepusher called it he thought of it as a doom loop, or a doom riff, when he was writing it. And then that beat that came in, I can't remember what he used, some kind of few pieces of equipment. And that's all I'm going to do with that track, just that little start bit. Very cool. So just to say that, like, I guess maybe it's obvious that Squarepusher is a musician who knows a vast amount of music theory as an instrumentalist, a virtuoso bass player, someone who has played a lot of different types of music and then created his own genre, almost fusing jazz and other stuff together. Think I've heard it expressed that some people don't want to know all the theory because they're afraid that it will diminish their creativity or something like that. But I think, I mean, maybe that's right for some people, but I think with really a lot of the great music, it's rare to find someone who's made their life all about making music. That it's just, you get this voracious appetite for wanting to know what is going on in it when you just want to know everything about it. That's what it was for me anyway. I was totally just like rabid after learning everything there was to know. I still haven't learned everything, obviously not everything, but like as far as learning scales and chords and modes and all that stuff. Jazz theory. I think it's very useful, and if you want to know more about it, then I'm planning to launch some online courses and stuff like that. So, you know, keep in touch and all that. All right, hope you enjoyed that video. See you in the next one.